This is the North Carolina countryside. I was living out in a beach cabin for a long time, and then the man that owned the house, he passed away. And this is what I see now. I had paid up when I first moved in for like a year, and that would have run out in September, but we didn't put it on paper. It was just a handshake agreement. So when he passed away, he had some very, I guess you call them opportunistic family members. A niece, his only living relative, close relative, was a sister, and she had a daughter and son-in-law who were, I don't know them that well. I've heard stories from one of his friends that they are, I guess, not such nice people. And they basically came in one day when I was at work, and they packed up the whole cabin. I mean, like, you know, the whole place, all my tools, all my clothes, everything that I owned was there. And because I had no written record of it, they came and packed everything up and put it on the second lot, which is where everybody parked whenever we were hanging out and having a good time at the beach and stuff. We had some pretty epic gatherings there because there's nowhere to park on that beach, and there was an extra lot in front of the house. The house was on the water, and then there was a second lot behind it, which was just grass, and everybody could park there. So I used to let folks come and hang out and go to the beach, you know, family, friends, whatever. And because it would otherwise, you know, cost you $20 per day to park at the beach. And so I just let them come out there and park, and I wasn't home a lot of the time. I was always at work, especially since it got warmer here, and you know, back in May and June really. Anyways, so I came home and all my stuff was gone, and I was like, what's going on here? And I didn't know who to call because, you know, I had no way of contacting any of John's family or friends or whatnot. So I had to basically wait around for them to come back around, and they came back with, like, I don't know, 17, 24 packs of natural ice and some other stuff that caused quite a scene there to throw me out, and so I had to move. I'm glad that they didn't catch me on a bad day, because then, you know, I might have gotten in trouble because legally I didn't have any right to be there, other than the fact that I received mail. So when the police were called, and I called them because I did get mail there and had my name on the house, you know, they couldn't just throw me out just like that. So I had to go to, you know, civil court and all this kind of stuff, and give me a certain amount of time. And so instead of just making it worse and getting into a bad situation, the family did own the place. It was theirs, and it was rightfully, you know, their property. So I went ahead and moved. But I moved out here to a small town in North Carolina called Elizabethtown, which is kind of like in the middle of Fayetteville and Wilmington. It's like a triangle and all that. So it's good. It's centrally located. I can get to a lot of places from it. But I don't like the quietness of it. There's no shopping malls. Half the time my cell phone doesn't work good out here. And I've actually got 2 phones and 2 different companies, because one company works for half the places I go to, and the other company works for the other half. So I've got my old T-Mobile account, and I've got a U.S. Cellular account, which really works good out in these small podunk towns. I'm going to show you. This is downtown where I live. This is it. You're going to close your eyes, you'll miss it. That's it right there. That's the country store and feed place. Up here is that little small brick building with that's the library there with that little sign, and that's the main, I don't know, Presbyterian church. This used to be an old theater where they go buy their tickets right there and go inside the theater and watch movies back like in the, I don't know, 30s or 40s or whatever. And so yeah, that's what's going on here. And I'm just chilling in the Traverse. Got to pick up a couple things for a job I've got to do tomorrow, and then you know, so, but that's why I'm here now, not at the beach. I'm trying to work something out with them where I can rent the place again, but I believe they're just gonna sell it. There's people where they just weren't nice people, and they never had anything, and I think that property's worth about $2 million. So I'm expecting they'll probably just sell it. And so my beach days are gone. It was great while it lasted. It was so fun. Made a lot of friends on Tinder and Bumble. That was exciting. And yeah, so, but just in case anybody wonders why I haven't put beach videos up there in a little while, I took a little sabbatical from life in general for a little bit there, and I'll talk about that later. But nothing's wrong, I'm good. But man, I miss the boys. I wish they were out here. I wish I could see them and take them out here, and there's so much wildlife and just fishing and outdoorsy stuff and four-wheelers and just everything to do. And yeah, so I miss them all the time. I miss them like crazy. Nothing ever changed as far as how I felt about them. There's just, it's too hard to describe and explain everything that went on. But I don't have hard feelings. I don't have any bad things to say about anybody. I just wish that it was different. And I hope that they know I love them, you know, like I like just as much as ever. And I hope that they one day will reach out to me and call me on 910-747-3266 or 910-540-8846. I would love to hear from you guys and just see how you're doing, and you know, no ill thoughts or feelings, no ill words. Just I would love to know how everything is going in your lives, and know what you're doing.